Your best salesperson is your product engineer, and that's exactly the problem. They know everything about the product and nothing about how to prospect, qualify, open, or close a deal. By the end of this video, you will know how to build a sales tandem that closes more deals without burning out your engineers or wasting their time on calls that go nowhere. This video is for companies that sell technical products, software, or hardware where engineering knowledge is required to close deals. I am Dominik Wantuch, founder of Architecture of Sales, a lead generation and sales outsourcing agency that helps companies enter the Polish market with native Polish-speaking SDRs. Today, I want to talk about one specific challenge: selling technical products where the sales process requires real engineering knowledge. What do you do when your product is complex, your buyer is an engineer, and your sales process requires someone who actually understands the technology? Most companies answer the questions the wrong way. They send their engineer to prospect and watch them disappear into dead-end calls for weeks. Technical people are brilliant at explaining products. They are not trained to prospect, navigate the sales process, or close. When you send your pre-sales engineer to do cold outreach and prospecting, you are using a Formula One engine to deliver pizzas. It works, but it's not what it was built for. And it costs you a fortune in wasted time, and worse, it builds frustration. Engineers who spend their days on unqualified calls stop being sharp on the ones that matter. Good solution for this situation is Tandem, a native Polish-speaking SDR who opens the conversations, qualifies the prospects, and runs the discovery, and a technical expert who can be English-speaking, who enters the process once there's real opportunity and enough data about customers to run the demo and discussions. Here's why this works. When a technical expert joins a meeting, the prospect immediately understands that this person's time is valuable. They cover multiple projects, they don't show up for every call. That positioning alone raises the perceived value of the conversation. The SDR saves the engineer from dead-end calls, the engineer closes the deals the SDR opens. The most common fear I hear is this: your SDR won't understand our product. They will make a bad first impression. That's a legitimate concern. Here's how we solve it. Before any call is made, we run a structured onboarding process. We document the product, the ICP, the buyer personas, the pain points, the unique selling points, and the market value proposition. The SDR doesn't need to explain the technology. They need to identify the problem, confirm the fit, and schedule the right next steps. That's all. That's a skill, and it's learnable. The technical conversations happens at the first or second meeting, when it actually matters. What you end up with is qualified pipeline, prospects who have a real need, match your ICP, and are ready to talk to your technical team. Your engineers spend their time on conversations that are worth having, not on cold calls that go nowhere. That's not just more efficient, that's how you scale a technical sales process in a new market. Depending on your team structure, there are two ways to build it. Option number one: SDR plus pre-sales engineer. SDR prospects and qualify. Pre-sales takes over after the first meetings and owns the technical process. Option number two: SDR plus sales executive. The sales executive runs the full conversation, highlights the value, unique selling points, pain points. The technical person defends the architecture and answers the hard questions. Either model works. What doesn't work is one engineer doing all of it alone. If you sell a technical product and you are entering Poland, don't make your engineer your prospector. Build the tandem. Polish SDR opens the door. Your technical expert walks through it. That's the model that works. If you want to know how this looks for your specific product and team structure, book a call with me. I will tell you exactly how we would build it.